Hello everyone, this is Elizabeth Wallace and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I want to issue that this is a long video alert. The reason being a lot has happened since our last video on last week. So many improvements, so many updates, so many changes have happened, and I want to take you through it. Actually, things are happening right now as I'm videoing. We have different crews on site, and I want to show you the progress they've made. First off, if you're looking at the house, you can tell that there are gutters on the house, which we needed very, very badly because when we had that tornado, we came to a pool on our back porch. Well, this will eliminate that. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to visit all aspects of the home because, again, something has happened all over. So, but before we do that, let's take this beautiful view of the land upstairs. So this is about 2 acres up, and of course that is our land. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah. Okay, so I digress. So let's get into it. So again, we're going to start with the gutters. You hear the alarm going off. That's because we have an alarm. So every time there's activity in the front, it sounds. So starting with the front, the first thing is the gutters, of course. They are so beautiful. Now, our house has not been painted, but you can imagine the house being completely white with the exception of the garage door, the man door, and the front door. All of that is going to be black. And I believe the trim is going to be black, but everything else is going to be white, even the bricks. And so those gutters, those black, pretty gutters are going to really stand out. Secondly is the sconces that are on the garage. Let me try to get closer. So you see there's sconces on the garage, on the man doors, and there's some on the front door. And we're going to have a pendant light coming down. We're also going to have recessed lights on there. So I am super excited about that. So our gutters are being done by a local contractor. Actually, they are subcontracted by Leaf Filters. So if you're in the Georgia area, South Georgia area, you have 6-inch seamless gutter services. So they are putting the gutters on. And I don't know, they actually may not be in the South area because their number is a 904 number. But yes, 6-inch gutter services. So they are the ones that are putting on the gutters, and they're doing a great job. We do have 2 areas. We're going to walk around because, as always, I like to go through the back door. We do have 2 areas they could not put on because hardy plank isn't there. And so that will have to be put on by my husband at a later date once we get the hard plank, which should not be too long. I think within the next 2 weeks our home should be completely wrapped up and we'll be able to show you a complete product. But you can see they are actually actively putting on the gutters right now, and my husband is at the well. So that's another project that's going on. We actually have about 4 crews on site today. We have a master electrician preparing us for inspection. We have a plumber and a carpenter, and we have a tiler, and then we have the young man doing the gutters. And so of course you have me, who think I can do some of everything, getting in their way. But nonetheless, we do have a lot of folks here trying to make this house a home to get us ready to go in it. Now, some things have happened in the in-law suite, which is where we're getting ready to go next. Some good and some bad. So our master electrician found out that we did not have some areas grounded. So he had to put some grounding on the panel box and some other stuff. So our plumber, he is getting the sinks ready for the countertops, which will go in on Wednesday. So he's preparing that. He's putting on the incinerator. He's getting the hood vent ready. And he's turning on, he's trying to get the water ready. So he went and turned on the water today so that we can put in my mother-in-law's tub and shower. And when he did that, you could see the water came from the roof, just gutted all the way out, all on the floor. And we found a water test was needed to be done. So he is having to redo all of that, try to make everything so that it can pass inspection as well. And then one, so that we can get in the house and have running water, toilets, showers, and things of that nature. So outside of that, no other progress has been made in the in-law suite. We just found out some items needed to be corrected. And so moving on to where all the magic has happened. Again, my husband.
Hey, everybody.
Helping out the plumber with the water. So we're gonna go in through, we're gonna start from this side of the house because they are actively working on the other side. So we will go in through here. And as you can see, they are preparing, the plumber's preparing the toilet, the sink. The only thing I noticed is, ooh, it's dark. Let me get to the lights. Oh, okay, guess what? No lights. Why? Because they're working. So we're gonna open the door back up for a brief moment. Okay, so again, all of the toilet. If you didn't notice this last time, it may not have been there. My husband took some hardware, cabinet hardware, and he put it on the closet so that it matches everything in our room. And so this is our son's room, and that has been complete. Let's see if, yep, we got lights here. So the master electrician, if you remember in my past videos, there was a lot of guts hanging out. Well, he has completed that. And there's a light in his bathroom. We are going to have the towel guys here. He's going to grab the rest of this, and they're going to put the toilet that you see there in the bathroom. So my son's LED mirror is up. Also, his vanity lights are on. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, ideally, so he has a recessed lights too. I don't know what that goes to. There's 3 switches here. And that looks like it turns on both the LED light and the vanity lights at the same time. I'm gonna have to talk through that. Again, on Wednesday, the countertops will be in. They're gonna be very, very beautiful. And then of course this room is done completely. So there is nothing to be done in this room. And we got internet. Our internet has been installed. There's nothing done over here. Oh, the washer and dryer is being connected. here. And so on Friday, the cabinets will be built in. So that's a beautiful thing. Wash and dryer will be complete. Utility sink, if you see the utility sink, I know before in one video I had it inside of one of the cabinets. Here is how it's going to look when it's completely put in. Has a glistening surface. It's cuckoo faucet. Actually, a faucet was supposed to be in my my main kitchen, but I had to put it in here instead. And as we continue on down the road, show you the other updates that have been made. We're going to actually go and shut this door because we are in the country, and whenever there's light, unwanted guests tend to come in and then they bother you for the entire duration that they are here. So we don't want that. And in the pantry here, we've got some seating. So these are the seats that I acquired for our island. And so those are there. The other thing that I have done, excuse the background conversation, but I have completed the chandelier for the kitchen. So it's absolutely gorgeous. Let's turn it on so you can see. This is gorgeous. So that is the chandelier that's going to go over our dining room set. Dining room table. Thanks for that, sweetie. And so we've had some stuff done in the kitchen to prepare us. And so they have accessed the dishwasher that is getting ready to be connected. The gas crew was going to come connect the stovetop, but the countertop folks asked me to delay that until they come next Wednesday. So that'll probably be connected next week. And if you see, it's still a war zone here. That's because we have a lot of folks here making things happen. And I showed you that before, so you know that chandelier was put in, and you know that's absolutely gorgeous. And here we are in the powder room. So the toilet has been connected. There's water in the toilet. Has someone used it? Anyway, I digress. This is absolutely stunning and gorgeous. We're trying to decide, so I want you all to weigh in on this. Which hardware is better, the gold or the silver? But you can see the hardware here. Now, this is also the lights for the vanity. That is the exhaust fan, but that's gorgeous. And then we have the chandelier, the sconces on the side, and then we have the lights for the LED. And so all of our mirrors are LED mirrors, and so it's easy to see yourself, because if you do makeup, you know, LED mirror makes it easier for you to see those things that are not as perfect as we would like for them to be. And so this is our Tyler. He is the one that's he's the one that's responsible for what I'm ready to show you as we go into the video. And I forgot to ask his permission to video him for our blog. But OMG, guys, I know I'm gonna get a lot of comments when you on this bathroom. You all already love it and tell me how beautiful it is, but this is the bathroom complete. The only thing missing is the door, which I'm like, do we need a door? This is absolutely gorgeous. If you notice the floors, he chose white grout, and that white grout in between is absolutely gorgeous. He also put tile on the side, running side of the window, and both of the LED mirrors with vanity is connected. My husband as well as mine, and you know the faucet is there. So let me move on. You know, and I hate that you can't see the whole room. My apologies for that. I actually have a different camera today, so it doesn't capture as much, but I want you to be able to see. Now, he just grouted it and cleaned it, so there's still some residue on the shower walls, but once that dry, you can just wipe it off. I mean, he did an amazing job. Him and the builder, so the builder put the tile up, he grouted it. There's a piece here that goes there. So that's why that's on the wall. But he, you know, brought us on home with the finishing touches. And all it needs is the door. Yeah, so they both collectively did a great job. Actually, let me see if I can shut the door and try to give you, there's a broom on there. There was a broom there. I didn't stage anything. I just came and wanted to show the progress thus far. And that is for the toilet. So, and that toilet is going to be black. So if you can imagine that black toilet in there. But hopefully I can show you the bathroom. Oh, and I didn't show you the chandelier. Let me, because you know we got recessed lights in there. I don't need a exhaust fan. Uh-oh, why isn't it coming on? Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? With the shower. I hope you all can see it in detail because it is stunning. It is absolutely stunning. This is our dream showers. My husband and I collaborated on how we wanted it to look, and we're not disappointed by any stretch of the imagination. You know, we are not disappointed at all. Yeah, so that is us and my husband's closet, which everything's disarrayed, but that's because they're still working. So we're gonna now go upstairs. And this is the floor for my personal bath. So they're in the process of putting the toilet in. Don't have lights in here yet, so I have a stand, but they put the connections in today. An LED mirror is going to go there. And that's the toilet that will be in this bathroom. And the rest of the tile is gonna go up at the top. So tomorrow, I may do a quick short showing that completed. But we are well on our way with completing our dream home. The only other thing that's been done in here is trash is everywhere. I got my vanity, not as big or exciting as I thought it would be, so it's a little underwhelming. It's smaller than what I expected, but it's okay. So I have my vanity. Of course, I'm gonna change the hardware. That makes me feel like I'm 16, which I'm not. And this is my vanity mirror. It is a LED 60 inches LED mirror that's going to go on top of this vanity, so it should extend the entire width of the vanity. Yeah, so tomorrow maybe that'll be done. I'm not sure where the electrician is in the process, but I do know it's gonna slide over to the wall here, and we're going to, use the full length of the mirror, full length of the wall, excuse me. But that's pretty much all that's been done so far. Of course, this is my, and I probably say this on every video, this is my fireplace. So I'm going to have that up once we get all of this stuff cleared out. I'm gonna put my desk in here, and the fireplace goes here. I have a 65-inch TV that's going on this wall. My desk is gonna be over here with the chair, and I'm gonna have a chase lounge for company here. And I haven't decided if I'm going to wallpaper the slopes yet. If I'm gonna wallpaper that into some pretty French crushed linen wallpaper. I saw it was so pretty. Or if I'm just gonna put it on the bench that's gonna be there. So I haven't really decided yet, but we're gonna keep pushing along until this thing is done. So that's it for now. And as always, if you are new or not new to this channel, please do not forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified of videos that I continue to make of our dream house and other things. I'm also going to be talking about style, fashion, but more importantly, I want to talk about you. I'm also, don't forget to share the video. So, as always, and we're going to be walking downstairs as I share my thoughts for today. I've had some experience recently where people feel beholden to other people, and they allow themselves to be sacrificed to make someone else happy. And a lot of these folks are parents, and we sacrifice ourselves for our kids. I am of the mindset, and I use the biblical reference, the prodigal son, whenever I'm talking about this. When I think about that father who did not know where his son was, didn't know what he was doing, or heard rumors that his son was in, I'm just say a brothel, and he was having situations, bad run-ins with folks, friends was misusing him, and all the anguish and pain that father felt for his son being out in the world. And he knew his son had to experience life for himself, but he was just thinking, if he would just come home, I would have a party for him. I would celebrate him. I would show him I love him, and that he doesn't have to go out and be subject to people that don't care about him. As a mother, we all feel those type of woes for our children, and we all want them to consider an alternative life, maybe with us, or just a settled life with themselves. But I use sacrificing because in my mind, we will give anything for our children. We will change our life. We will put our life on hold. We will make sacrifices. We will go without for our children. That prodigal son didn't understand his father was trying to do that same thing, that same sacrifice for him. The flip side of all of that is that we can't keep our children from their destiny, They have to go out and experience life. And if the world beats them down, the one thing we can do as parents is let them know home is always home and it's always there for them. And no matter what comes and what goes, you can always come home. If you have to go out and experience the world, please do. But use your best mind while you're out there. Believe everything that I've shared with you. Take it with you. And if you're did a spiritual upbringing of your children, of your child, remind him of that spiritual aspect. And some of them run from that, right? When they're running out into the world, is running from this spiritual connotation of life, And I would say if your child is in that mindset, son, go. But God is always going to be there. I'm going to be praying, he's going to watch over you. But go so that he can bring you back. And when he brings you back, you're going to come and stay. And so the whole point of my talk today is, as parents, we're going to sacrifice for our children. And we're going to want the things that we've experienced in life to not happen to them. And that's all well and good, but we cannot keep them from life. We cannot keep them from their destiny. Before my son died, one of the things I was trying to tell him, because he was, asking us things about his relationship. And the only way we could answer him was based on scenarios that we had experienced. And probably a few days before he passed, he said, "You're always talking about yourself." And I said, "Son, because I don't know who else to talk about. You're asking me about things that I've experienced. And the only thing I can give you is my experience. Now, my experience don't have to be yours. But if you take what I'm telling you and you piece out what's relevant to you and apply it to your situation, you can change the game, or you could enhance the experience, or you can make it better, or you could decide to leave it alone." I said, so the only thing I can do is tell you what I've experienced. And so he looked like, okay, all right, I understand. But he was in so much anguish and pain that the answers I was providing him wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough. So you want to make sure that you start talking to your children earlier. And you want to make sure that you are providing them direction. And if your children are really heeding your word, if they're listening. But if they don't seem to be listening, find them someone that they will listen to. That's of a positive influence. Okay? So that is all I'm going to show and share with you today. I just want to make sure as parents, sacrificing for our children is something that is innate. It's something that we do. But we have to allow them to live life. Just assure them that home is always there. Okay? Bye for now. I wish you guys the best. Have the best day ever, and know that I love you. And we will be back here next week with some more updates.